Soon, 8 years will have passed since Donald Trump descended the escalator in Trump Tower, spewing racist bile about how Mexicans are rapists and murderers. He has changed the country profoundly. He has coarsened it. He has demeaned it. He's made it a nastier and meaner place. And unfortunately, his presidential candidacy in 2024 means the Donald Trump era isn't quite over. One thing that is very clear about this era, when looking at the disgrace that took place on the floor of the House of Representatives as President Biden delivered his State of the Union address, is how lost the MAGA Republican Party is, how unmoored they have become from the greatness of the United States. The United States is an exceptional nation because it is a unique nation. And the birth of the United States nearly 247 years ago was a rupture in history. When independence was won at Yorktown, the young Marquis de Lafayette said, "Humanity has its victory, liberty has its country." And what Lafayette believed was that all of the wrongs of the world would inexorably be set right by the birth of liberty in the United States. He was a fierce abolitionist, and he believed that slavery, as a result of the American Revolution, would become undone. And he also correctly predicted that the last holdout of slavery would be in the Deep South. But he predicted, as a result of the American Revolution, the ending of colonialism around the world. He predicted a rise in national sovereignty. He predicted a more just world. The United States of America is the only nation in the world that is made up of all of the peoples of the world. It is the only place where every language is spoken every day. It is the only place in the world that is founded on the power of an idea. And that idea is about freedom and liberty. And it's simple. All men are created equal and endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This is an exceptional idea to declare that the purpose of life, and thus government as an organizing entity, is to allow for the people who are free, granted rights by a higher power, the pursuit of happiness. In this country, the United States, made up of all of the peoples of the world, where every language is spoken, has done more good in the world than all of the nations put together since the beginning of time. It has fed more people. It has clothed more people. It has liberated more people. It has cured more people. The list of inventions that have flowed from the entrepreneurial spirit of freedom in the United States is astonishing. And the United States of America, despite all of its troubles, remains the envy of the world. All over the world, people yearn to come to the United States, and they'll do anything to try to get here. We should remember that, and we should be grateful for that, because it speaks to the exceptional character and quality of the American people and the American nation. Now, MAGA Republicans have forgotten what makes the country great. They think a certain group of people have made the country great. They don't see the power and glory of the country in the brilliance of its diversity and the beauty of its mosaic. What they see is exclusion as power. What they see is a land where we are not all equal, where some are more equal than others. And that extremism has no place in modern American society, because at the core of the debate we are having in the United States is this, and there are only two sides to it. There is a side represented imperfectly by the Democratic Party that believes all men and women, all people are at long last in this country created equally and due equal protection under the law. The party believes that no American stands above another by the station of their birth, by the size of their wallet, or the fame of their name, that we are all equal. The MAGA Republicans have become disoriented and deeply lost in a wilderness, straying so far from the American idea and ideal that they actually opposed the results of a legitimate election and tried to install Donald Trump as American dictator. It happened just a few short years ago. And mostly, all of the participants in that event are still powerful people in American life, many holding high political offices. We live in a period of extended turmoil that will soon pass its 8th year. It may last 12, it may last 15, it may last longer. But at the end, the remedy to the extremism is a reconsecration of belief around the power of American liberty and freedom that is vested in the most powerful idea ever put to paper by the mind of man, which is this, that we are all equal and endowed by our Creator with inalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And no extremist movement headed by Donald Trump will take that American birthright away.